graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic afternoon. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We go on for all the Phillies, the Sixers, and the Eagles games, and we are also doing MLB playoffs. Of course, we also do MLB Diamond Zone during the season. We do a lot of baseball coverage on here, so if you guys do enjoy this content, make sure you like, make sure that you subscribe as well. As you heard in the intro, we do like a radio-style play-by-play. We obviously cannot show the game, so if you are looking for someone to show the game, well, this is not the channel for you. We do like a radio play-by-play style. We have a cool community on here, and we like to have a lot of fun. So I will, of course, we'll talk about the Phillies in a little bit, but we got a game going on right now, okay? We got Matthew Boyd taking on Freddy Peralta for the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers, okay? I just have to say this, okay? I have to get this off my chest. Freddy Peralta is a very, very good pitcher. Matthew Boyd, coming off of a rough outing where he went 4 1/3, didn't really do too bad. He just didn't really go deep, and he gave up 4 hits, 2 strikeouts. The main key for today, if you're Chicago, is to keep the crowd out of it. Okay, this Milwaukee fan base is very, very hungry. This crowd will absolutely feed off of what's to come with the offense. And this Brewers team, there's a reason why that they were the best team in baseball this year. They're very pesty. They have a lot of guys that are just ready for the moment. And I'm curious to see how they do in this series and see how they do throughout the playoffs if they make it past this round. If you're Milwaukee, though, you're pretty much asking Freddy Peralta to just be Freddy Peralta out there. You want him to go out there and dominate. This year he had a 17-6 record, 204 strikeouts, and 176 innings. He's one of the best pitchers in all of baseball, arguably one of the best in the National League behind Paul Skeens and possibly Christopher Sanchez. But still, he's had a very good season. Opponents are batting 193 against him. You expect that this is probably going to be a low-scoring game. But it should be a very good one. Should be a very good series. The first time that these two teams are playing against each other in the playoffs, which is also really cool too. You think about the rivalry that both of these teams have had, being in the same division and that sort of a thing. So it should be a very fun series. All right, so let's get on into the starting lineups for today. Also, let me know what your final score predictions are down below, and tell me who you have as the player of the game. All right, so for the Cubs, they will have Michael Busch leading things off. Then it'll be Nico Horner, Kyle Tucker, Seiya Suzuki, Ian Happ, Carson Kelly, Pete Crow Armstrong, Dansby Swanson, and Matt Shaw. So Busch is over at first, Horner's at second, Tucker's DHing, Suzuki is out in right, Happ is in left, Carson Kelly is catching. And then you got Pete Crow Armstrong out in center, Dansby Swanson out at short, and Matt Shaw over at third base. Just to let you guys know, I am going to be getting off. If this game does go late, we are going to be getting off at around 5:20. That's when I'm going to go to as the most, because obviously we got the Phillies game. I know that the Phillies game doesn't start until 6:38, but I do want to take phone calls. Okay, I do want to go on for an actual pregame show, and I want to hear what you guys have to say. I want to open it up to you guys. We're doing that before and obviously after the game. So the 1-0 pitch, and that's a foul ball to Michael Busch. So we're doing an extended pregame show. That's for every game in the series and every game during the playoffs, too. 1 ball, 1 strike. Busch in the box, and the 1-1 pitch, and that is outside for ball 2. That's it, all games. It's going to be for most. I don't know about all, but we're definitely doing it today. There's no doubt about it. 2 balls, 1 strike. The windup and the pitch. There's a fly ball. This one's hit out to deep right field, and Michael Busch leaves the yard. That's how you start off the NLDS. What a swing by Busch. That thing was right down the middle, and that thing was absolutely murdered. Here comes Nico Horner. The first pitch that he takes is in there for a strike. It hit the outside edge. So Busch, with his first homer of the postseason, he ended up with 34 during the regular season. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball hit over towards third base. Durbin picks it up, throws it over to first, and that is in time for out number 1. We will get to the Phillies talk in just a little bit. I just got to introduce the characters and talk about the storylines. And obviously, Michael Busch's home run was obviously a huge way to start off the ball game for Chicago. So Peralta on the hill. Brewers are in their cream and black uniforms. They got the black letters that say Brewers outlined in yellow across the chest. Here's Kyle Tucker as he stands in the box. He takes ball 1. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. 1-0 pitch. There's a foul ball. That one goes back towards the screen. I really hope the Phils will win. They asked on the panel who would win, Dodgers or Phils. They said the Phils if we survive Ohtani, says Serena. Tucker, a 266 average hitter. 22 homers, 73 RBI. 1-1. Chopper hit over to first base. Bowers has it. Flips it back over to Freddy Peralta. And that is in time for out number 2. That was actually Andrew Vaughn playing over at first base. So I beg your pardon. Vaughn is over at first. Caleb Durbin is actually over at third. Then you got Bryce Terang at second. And the shortstop is Joey Ortiz. Catching behind the plate is William Contreras. Out in left field, it's Jackson Churio. The center fielder is Blake Perkins. And then right, you got Sal Frelick. Here's Suzuki, and he takes strike 1 at the knees on the outside corner. There's a fastball at 96. Brewers ended the season 97-65. And the Cubs 92-70. The ball is 1 strike to Suzuki, and the pitch is down and away for ball 1. Got some big news today that Bo Bichette is off the ALDS roster. Still recovering from a knee sprain. 1 ball, 1 strike. The next pitch, that's low for ball 2. Shane's here. What's up, Shane? What's up, Cool J? What's up, Hoagie Boy? What's going on, Eagles? Dib Keith is here. What's going on? 2-1 is the count. 1-0 Cubs, thanks to a solo home run by Michael Busch. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, and the count is now 2-2 to Suzuki. 13 pitches so far in this inning for Freddy Peralta. Here are the yellow rally towels being waved. There's a good mix of Brewers and Cubs fans in attendance. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch is taken at the knees for a called third strike. And Peralta gets his first strikeout to end the inning. We're going to go to the bottom of the first. 1-0 Cubs as Michael Busch goes yard. Rising Rhino, how are you? Let's go. Let's go, baby. We got the Cubs and the Brewers, and then we got the Phillies. Of course we got the Phillies. We got the Phillies taking on the LA Dodgers. Speaking of taking on, that was probably a bad segue, but you guys should definitely go subscribe to Rising Rhino. That guy is the king of football. He is so awesome. Obviously, when we do the Phillies game tonight, we're going to be all geared up. I got the jersey ready to go. I got the bandana as well. We had to bring that out there for the postseason. See, we had to save all the extra stuff for the postseason because that's where it's at. But going back to Rising Rhino, guys, make sure that you go subscribe to him. He has all your football needs covered. He does the CFL. He does college football. He does anything football. Obviously, the NFL. Yes, very big Colts fan, and he does an awesome job on here. So, mods, if you could drop Rising Rhino's link down below, I would really appreciate that. Oh, man. 5-1 Cubs says it's just me, D. There we go. What's going on? If you guys haven't seen the community post, we're having a pregame show with calls, so if you've always wanted to do a pregame prediction, this is now your chance. Absolutely it is. We're going to be going on. We're going to start the clock at 5:45, and then we'll be going on at 6. So that'll be cool. That'll be great. Yes. Dodgers bullpen. We're talking about the bullpen. Living the stream dream. Love it. Or living the stream dream. The stream dream. I know. I was trying to make a joke there. That definitely did not work out. Hold up a second. That was really bad. I gotta take the L. It's okay. Thank you. Red October, Chiquita's here. What's up, Chiquita? Busy B is also here. Oh wait, is Busy B here? There's another person that's been coming on here named Busy B, but I think that you meant to say I'm a busy B. Yes, you are. Yes, LP is also here. JS is here. I'm so sorry. I'm very sorry. All right, so let's get into the Brewers lineup for today. We got Jackson Chourio leading things off for Milwaukee. Then it will be Bryce Terang, William Contreras. Wow, I'm a little bit off today. Christian Yelich, Andrew Vaughn. Calm down, JJ. Sal Frelick, Caleb Durbin, Blake Perkins, and Joey Ortiz. So again, it's Chourio leading things off for Milwaukee. Out there on the mound, it's Matthew Boyd, the leg kick in the pitch, and that's way inside for ball one, taking that 94 miles per hour. Boyd, during the regular season, 14-8 with a 3.21 ERA in 31 games. He had 154 strikeouts and 179 and 2/3 of an inning. The next pitch is taken just inside, and not by much for ball two. So again, it's Chourio, Terang, Contreras, Yelich, Vaughn, Frelick, Durbin, Perkins, and Ortiz. The 2-0 pitch, that's in there for strike one. 1-0 Chicago on a solo home run. It was a leadoff homer by not Matthew Boyd, Michael Busch. The pitch on the way, ground ball down the third base line. That's a fair ball. And so Chourio is thinking about going over the second. The throw takes about 3 bounces. It's not in time. And Jackson Chourio leads off the bottom of the first with a double. 2 leadoff extra base hits for both teams. That time it's a double, though, by Jackson Chourio. He's in scoring position. And Bryce Terang is coming on up to the plate. Looks like he got a hanger right down the middle. Just knocked it down that third base line. And not even a dive attempt over at third base by Matt Shaw. Here's Bryce Terang up for the Milwaukee Brewers. Bottom of the first, Chourio's at second. Boyd checks him, and the pitch to Terang. There's a line drive, base hit down the right field line. That's going all the way towards the wall. Punch, counter punch. And Jackson Chourio scores, and Bryce Terang gets on with an RBI double. Brewers were down, and within the blink of an eye, they're tied. 1-1 in the bottom of the first. What a start. And now it's William Contreras who comes up to the plate. He holds the bat out with his stance. And the pitch. There's a line drive hit out to left field. And that gets past the dive of the left fielder. Terang's being waved home. More runs for Milwaukee. They start off the first with 3 doubles in a row. And Contreras in scoring position. And this crowd explodes. Which just throwing fastballs down the middle. And the left fielder for Chicago, that was Ian Happ, was trying to go towards his left side, then he tried to dive for it, and it was just out of reach. We have a timeout taken on the mound. 2-1 Brewers, nobody out. And Contreras leads off over at second. All right, Rise and Rhino is here. Rise up, JJ. Almost at 8K subs for you. And again, mods, drop Rise and Rhino's link down below. Please, please, please. That guy is the man. That guy is the myth. That guy is a football and streaming legend. That's my guy. All right, 2-1 already here in the bottom of the first. There was a timeout taken on the hill. And up next is the dangerous Christian Yelich. 29 homers, 103 RBI. Fans on their feet. That was during the regular season, the 103 RBI and the 29 home runs. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. Didn't even get to talk about the defensive lineup for the Cubs. Well, we got to do that now. Carson Kelly's catching. Over at first base, you got Michael Busch. The second baseman is Nico Horner. At third, it's Matt Shaw. And at shortstop, it's Dansby Swanson. Boyd kicks, delivers. There's a chopper, hit over to shortstop. Swanson picks it up, throws it over to first. That's in time. The runner at second does stay put. So William Contreras going nowhere. Ian Happ is out in left field. Pete Crow Armstrong, PCA in center. And the right fielder is Seiya Suzuki. Kyle Tucker is DHing today. And, of course, on the hill is Matthew Boyd. Not a good start by him so far in this game. Edwin Moscasco is the home plate umpire. Edwin Moscasco. And then Mike Estabrooks over at first. Will Little's at second. The third base umpire is Lance Barksdale. And the left field umpire, Chris Conroy. The right field ump is Ryan Blackney. All right, 1 ball, no strikes to Andrew Vaughn in the bottom of the first. Cubs had a 1-0 lead on a solo homer by Michael Busch. And then the Brewers immediately erased that. The 1-0 pitch. That's down for ball 2. All right, chat. Let's go. Let's go. Woo! Charge! Chiquita. What's up, Chiquita? Pew. What's up, chat? 2 balls, 1 strike. Next pitch was in there for strike 1. So it's 2 balls, 1 strike to Andrew Vaughn. Contreras at second. The 2-1 delivery is a bouncer in the dirt for ball 3. It's 85 degrees out in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Of course, the Brewers play at American Family Field. 12 pitches so far for Matthew Boyd on 3 doubles. 3-1 pitch to Vaughn. That misses down and away for ball 4. Hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. After this game, we got Phillies taking on the Dodgers. Tomorrow, how does the schedule look for tomorrow? Tomorrow, we got the Eagles playing against the Denver Broncos in the afternoon from 1 to 4. And then we're going to be doing the night game, which will be Seattle versus the the Seattle Mariners are taking on the Detroit Tigers. So we'll do that game tomorrow night. The ball is one strike to Sal Frelick, batting .288 on the season, 12 homers and 63 RBI during the regular season. The ball is one strike to Sal. The pitch. There's a line drive played on the bounce by the second baseman. He bobbles it, and everybody's going to be safe. The ball gets by Horner. Contreras coming home. The throw's not in time. A fist pump by Contreras. And that puts runners on at first and second. Contreras was like, I'm not stopping. And already mental mistakes by Chicago. It took a bounce right in front of Nico Horner, and he usually makes that play. Just did not get the glove down too far enough, and then it just skipped on by him and actually hit the tip of his glove. So he knocked it down, but it got behind him. 3-1. That's going to be an E4. So that run is not earned, I believe. First pitch to Caleb Durbin, and he takes a strike all the way. $16 pitches for Boyd and 3 runs allowed already. They do consider that to be an earned run. The 0-1, that's a foul ball. And, excuse me, Michael Busch actually did hit a home run in the wild card series. So that is his second home run of the postseason. Nobody caught me on that. No balls, one strike. The next pitch on the way, that's a foul ball. Looks like we're going to have to turn the fan on. Again, who are your players for today? Chiquita's here. What's going on? Larry's also here. How are you? The ball is 2 strikes. The 0-2 delivery, swing and a miss, and Matthew Boyd records his first strikeout of the afternoon. Climbs the ladder with that fastball. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. Again, I just want to remind you all that we are getting off at the latest. At the very, very latest, it'll be 5:20. Okay? Because we got to get ready for the Phillies game. Phillies do play at 6:38, but we are extending a pregame show for you guys to come on, for you guys to come call in, for you guys to talk, because there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot of people that are nervous, and rightfully so. There's a lot of people that are excited, and rightfully so. So let's dissect everything. Let's talk about why we're feeling the way that we're feeling, and just get us prepared in that mindset for the Phillies game. 1 ball, 1 strike to Blake Perkins. Perkins this year batting .226 with 3 home runs and 19 RBI. 2 away, bottom of the first. We got Contreras Contreras scored. Over at second base is Andrew Vaughn, and then you got Sal Frelick at first. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, too, if you guys are enjoying this radio play-by-play cast. We need 40 more to help us get to 7,700. 1-2 is the count. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Boyd kicks, deals, and the pitch is up high and inside and taken for ball 2. I see you, Chiquita. Sorry, I'm multitasking. Dude, thanks so much for stopping on here, man. I'm so happy to see you. Andrew says I'm scared. Again, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it during the break. I don't want anyone to be scared. But your feelings are valid. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. That's a foul ball. There we go. Hey, I found your channel the other day while working. Love the content, says Manuel. I feel like I'm watching the game with someone. I got you, man. That's exactly what is so cool about this community. And we do it a lot for Phillies games, and we do it for we do it for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles, but we also do cover other MLB games as well during the season. We also have a really cool thing that we do called MLB Diamond Zone, which is like NFL Red Zone. So we do a lot of baseball content on here. So I'm really happy that you found this channel and that, you know, it fits the style that you like. You know, you pretty much know what you're going to get. It's a radio play-by-play, but it's with an awesome community too. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the first. Rally towels waving. 3-1 Brewers. The payoff pitch on the way. Foul ball. Cubs hit a solo homer in the top of the first off of Freddy Peralta. That was a leadoff homer by Michael Busch. And then the Brewers responded with 3 doubles. In the bottom of the first, 3 straight doubles by Churio, Terang, and Contreras. They were able to put up 3 runs. They got the 3rd run thanks to an error on a ground ball hit by Sal Frelick. It was over to Nico Horner, and Horner bobbled and fumbled the ball. That caused William Contreras to score. 3 balls, 2 strikes. This will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat to Blake Perkins. 3 balls, 2 strikes. There's 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the payoff pitch on the way, that's a foul ball. George is here. What's up, George? Pew. I like to give all my viewers a little knuckle touch. Give me some. Pew. JJ from BW Land going for the Brewers with a like, says George. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. We're in the bottom of the first. The payoff pitch on the way, swinging a foul ball yet again by Perkins. Chiquita says, let's go Brewers. There's the Diamond Zone stream. My dad's Chips. I love that name. Hey, Joe. What's going on, man? My name is JJ. But I got you, my guy. I got you. 10 pitches in this at-bat. I know autocorrect does a lot of that sometimes, and it's annoying. 3-2 pitch. There's a ground ball base hit up the middle. Vaughn's rounding third. He's being waved home. That's going to put runners on at the corners, and Blake Perkins fights, scratches, and claws, and gets on with an RBI single. And Craig Counsell will pull the plug already. Matthew Boyd's day is done. Just a professional at bat there by Perkins. I mean, he was fouling off pitches, and then he got his pitch, drove it back up the middle, didn't want to do too much with it, and just put the ball in a good spot. So Craig Counsell already making a move. 4-1 Milwaukee. Perkins with an RBI single. Contreras with an RBI double. Terang with an RBI double. And Sal Frelick getting on with an error from Nico Horner to allow Contreras to score. Okay. What's up, buddy? Smash that thumbs up button, everybody, and hit that subscribe button while you're at it. Haley is also here. Found your channel in the beginning of June and have been listening since with my daughter. Haley, what's up, Haley? This is for your daughter, too. I'm going to give your daughter a little... You know, we're going to go with the high fives. Let's go. Let's go. High five. Even got my husband to subscribe, and he enjoys it as well. That's so awesome. Shout out to the whole family, man. Shout out to the Malloy family. You guys are absolutely awesome. I hope that you guys are having yourselves a spectacular day. You guys are very, very awesome, and we appreciate having you all on here. We do. I do mean that. I love getting to know all of you guys, and I'm just glad that we've been able to build a family on here. You know? It's just so cool. Dude, Boyd looks like he's had a few too many brews. What in the world is wrong with him, says Hoagie Boy. Rhetorical question I can't answer. My dad ships his hello from West Philadelphia. Born and raised on the playground, and I spent the most of my days. It just came in my head. I had to just let that groove. You know what I'm saying? I did. I had to let the Will Smith. I had to let that out. I did. Oh, you guys are so awesome. Hello, JJ. Thank you for doing what you do. You're very, very welcome. I'm just super grateful that you guys have allowed me, all of you have allowed me into your homes, into your cars and radios, and I just love doing this, and I love having you guys be the audience and commentators as well. You guys, I feel like, are a big part of the story, and it takes storytelling to a whole nother level. 1 ball, no strikes. We're in the bottom of the first still, and there's 2 outs. Michael Soroka, the former National and the former Brave once upon a time, he is on the mound. The 1-0 pitch, that's down in the way for ball 2. Mods, thank you so much for getting rid of these bots, by the way. Really, it means a lot to me that you guys are doing your job, that you guys are helping. We're going to get a lot of those tonight. 2 balls, no strikes. Joey Ortiz in the box. The 2-0 pitch. That is just outside for ball 3. A little bit more about Michael Soroka. Well, this season, he had a 3-8 record, a 4.52 earned run average. He did have 95 strikeouts and 89 2/3 of an inning. It's hard to believe that he is 28 years old. 3 balls, no strikes, and the toss back over to first. That is not in time. Excuse me. And excuse me, Soroka did play for the Braves. However, he was on the White Sox. Then he did go to the Nationals, but forgot the White Sox in between Atlanta and Washington. 3-0 pitch on the way. That misses outside, and a 4-pitch walk here in the bottom of the first to load the bases for Milwaukee. What an inning for the Brewers. They've batted around, and Jackson Chourio comes back up for the second time in this inning. And the first pitch that he takes is in there for a called strike. Soroka gets set at the belt and delivers, and that ball is just chopped foul. I do apologize in advance about the scoreboard because the game is on TBS and it's not on NBC Sports Philadelphia. The scoreboard might be a little bit ahead, but there's nothing I can do about that. Here's the 0-2. That's down in the way for a ball. But if you guys do see any other technical difficulties, like one of the scoreboards does freeze, don't be afraid to speak up. Chourio has a 1-2 count on him in the pitch. There's another line drive, base hit out to left field. Frelick will score. Perkins on his high horse. He will actually come in to score too and make it now a 6-1 ball game. Couldn't tell at first if he was going to come on in because again they didn't cut right away. But then as soon as they went back to home plate, you just knew he came on in, obviously. Milwaukee. We're only in the bottom of the first, guys. Bryce Terang is up. Milwaukee pounding Chicago. And the pitch, that's outside and taken for ball 1 to Bryce Terang. So Jackson Chourio in this inning, 2 for 2 with a run scored and a pair of RBI. The stretch and the pitch. And that fastball is in there for strike one. The Cubs only allowed 5 runs in the NL Wildcard Series. You would not have thought that today. 2-0 pitch, or the 1-0 pitch is outside for ball 2. Next pitch after that is called a strike. Chourio's at first, Ortiz at second. The 2-1 delivery, and that's another foul ball. 6-1 Brewers. Eight seconds left on the pitch clock. Soroka gets set and deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. We are going to go to the top of the second inning, but a 6-run bottom of the first erases what was a 1-0 deficit, and the Brewers lead it by 5. We'll be right back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. We got 90 people watching. We got 39 people that have hit that thumbs up button. If you guys have not done so already, please feel free to give me that thumbs up button. It definitely helps get more people onto this channel. It reaches out to more people, and it just is able to help spread the word. And by the way, spread the word by mouth, too. If you guys know other people that are blacked out that can't get any sort of playoff games, and they need somebody else to listen to, make sure that you tell them about our channel. We're not covering every single playoff game, but we definitely are going to be covering, obviously, the Phillies and whatever else we can do as well. Tomorrow we got the Mariners game that we're doing late at night. That game will actually be at 8:03. We are doing the Eagles game tomorrow afternoon as well. And then for the Phillies, we'll do that game on Monday. And then Tuesday we got both of the American League Division Series games. We'll be covering that as well. The ball is 1 strike to Ian Happ. Top of the second, 6-1 Brewers. And the 0-1 pitch, there's a fly ball. Hit out over towards straightaway center field. Perkins doesn't even have to move. And he will make the catch to record the first out of the second. Freddy Peralta has not pitched in 25 minutes. He is up. He's back out there on the mound. Here's Carson Kelly hitting for the first time. Takes the first pitch that he sees for strike one. The ball is one strike. The pitch. That slider misses down in the way for ball one. Cubs ended up losing the regular season series to the Milwaukee Brewers. One ball, one strike. The pitch. That's down in the way for ball two. 2-1 pitch. There's a line drive foul ball. That will go on out of play. Correction. The Cubs actually did win 7 of 13 games that they did play against the Brewers. Ended up taking 2 out of 3 in the first series back in May. And the Brewers took 2 out of 3. They took the next. They actually split the next series. They went 1-1. And then the Brewers were able to take 3 out of 4. Or 2 out of 3 in the next series after that. And then in August, they ended up playing 5 games against each other. And the Brewers ended up splitting that series. Or winning that series 3-2. 2 outs. And here's Pete Crow Armstrong, who grounds the first pitch that he sees out to right field for a base hit. TV did freeze, so I do apologize about that. So Pete Crow Armstrong just got on with a single. Carson Kelly did just strike out. And Freddy Peralta will now pitch to Dansby Swanson. Swanson takes strike one at 96 miles per hour. Any of the Philly freaks miss facing Dansby Swanson on the Braves? Ended up going 2 for 9 in the wild card series with an RBI. Here's the 0-1 delivery. That's a foul ball. Freddy Peralta with 24 pitches. Just the solo homer in the first inning allowed to Michael Busch. The ball is 2 strikes. Peralta gets set from the stretch. The leg kick and the pitch, and that's up high for a ball. And the fake throw over to first by William Contreras, just to keep PCA in check. What itinerary is MLB using? Itinerary, that's funny. I like that. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. We're going to go to the bottom of the second inning. 6-1 Brewers. The playoff format for this round is 2-2-1. Correct. The second one. Yoko is here. What's up? Sorry, Yoko. So a swing and a miss is what ends the inning. We're going to go to the bottom of the second. 6-1 Brewers. And Larry, thanks for answering that. I'm going to need you guys to answer questions for me in chat today, especially tonight. I expect that we're going to be getting a lot of people. I'm not really trying to put a number on it, but I'm expecting a lot of people tonight. I'm expecting that we're going to be getting our biggest crowds that we've ever seen. Last year, our biggest crowd we did get over 1,000 people last year during one of the Mets games. I expect that it's probably at the end going to be something like that. So, again, if I don't get to all your chats, I just have to say this for the new people. Do not take it personally. I obviously have to call the game first. But if you guys do have something that you want to say, obviously, and again, I'm not asking you guys to do this, but feel free to hit the super chat button. Obviously, all super chats are read first. But obviously, again, I'm not asking for you guys to donate, but I'm just telling you that if you guys have something that you really do want to say and I don't read it, don't take it personally. Just don't do that. It's nothing against you guys. I just have a lot to do. William Contreras will lead it off as we go to the bottom of the second, and then it'll be Christian Yelich and Andrew Vaughn. Chat, I do have a question, though, for you guys, and you guys can answer this. For those of you that are new to the channel, specifically you guys, I really would like to know, what do you guys think is the best about playoff baseball? Something that really stands out that's not that you just don't get during the regular season. Like, why is playoff baseball special to you? That's all. That's all I want to know. Why is playoff baseball special to you? And my other people can answer too, but I specifically want to hear from the new people if you guys haven't been on here. Jess is here. What's up, Jess? Pew. Here's the pitch. That's a foul ball from William Contreras. Michael Soroka back out there on the hill. Came on in relief for Matthew Boyd. Boyd only lasted 2/3 of an inning. Gave up 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. He gave up 4 runs total. The 2 earned runs didn't really tell the full story. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a line drive, base it out to left field by William Contreras. Have yourself a 2-for-2 day as well. All right, so a leadoff single here in the bottom of the second inning. That fastball was right down the middle, and Contreras just belted that thing out to left. It's the round to the World Series. It hits different. It's the last thing. Yeah. I like the chess component of it. You know, like there's more moves, there's more schematics that are involved, and there's more adjustments that you see from the managers, which I really do enjoy. Yelich takes the pitch outside for a ball. And here's the 1-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike. I also just like the weather change. I think that the weather, when we see, you know, people wearing sweaters and we see them wearing jackets, just that gets my juices flowing, because baseball is played a lot during the summertime, of course, and it's once we get into the fall, it's like really cool just to see the sweaters, the beanies. I like that. 2 balls, 1 strike to Christian Yelich. Here's the pitch. That's outside for ball 3. Yelich, in his first at-bat, grounded into a fielder's choice. Three balls, 1 strike. The stretch and the next pitch, ground ball through the hole out to right field for a base hit. Suzuki does field it on the ground. Contreras will stop at second. And so the Brewers just cannot stop the Cubs just cannot stop the bleeding against Milwaukee. It's just keep on coming for the Brew Crew. And they're finding ways to do it. They're not just relying on the long ball. They're putting the ball in play. They're making things happen. And they're also letting the game come to them. They're not forcing the game. Just taking what the Cubs pitching staff has given them. Here's a foul ball hit by Andrew Vaughn. He's down in the count 0-1. Winner take all, says Shapoke. Everyone digs in and plays 100%. I agree with that as well. Correct, Serena. The ball is one strike to Andrew Vaughn. In his previous at-bat, he walked and he scored a run. Takes the next pitch for strike two. Soroka kicks, deals, another line drive, another base hit out to left field. And now Contreras is going to be held up over at third. 3 singles in a row by Milwaukee. What can't they do? All right. Hitting is contagious. Charge! The Brewers have already put up 6 runs on 8 hits, and there's nobody out in the bottom of the second inning. I mean, what a start. Sal Frelick is up. He loses the bat and swings and misses at the pitch anyways. So I have to say he pulled a Trey Turner. Trey Turner has done that from time to time this year. Just not able to get a good grip. Pat Murphy had to duck out of the way. It's something that has started to kind of scare me a little bit because we've been seeing that more and more this year. And you just hope that nobody gets hurt with that. The ball is one strike. Up next is Caleb Durbin. The top of the order today for Milwaukee. This is just the first 4 hitters. Listen to this. How about 6 for 10 with 3 runs scored and 4 RBI? 0-1 pitch. That's in there for strike 2. Bill is here. What's up, Bill? Whew. I live near Boston. People wear those until May around here, says Shapoke. 0-2 pitch. And Frelick takes a slurve in the dirt. RB! What's up, RB? How are you? 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the 1-2 pitch, and that is down and in for ball 2. Oh, man. My guy, RB, the king of Sixers content, man. He's not only a king, he's an MVP. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch on the way. There's a line drive hit out over to left field. That's going to be caught for out number 1. Happ will draw the throw over to home plate. It's cut off by the pitcher, and Contreras says, I'm not going to go anywhere. And he was stay put over at third base. Base is still loaded. This time, though, there is 1 out. RB is the man. Man, I'm so happy to see you here in the chat. Guys, go subscribe to Philly Take with RB. Mod's post is linked down below. Please, please. He is absolutely awesome. He just covered another Sixers preseason game today. I think I heard that they lost. I think I heard that. 1 out, and here's the pitch. There's a blooper hit out over to center field. No one will get there, and that's going to drop in for a hit. Contreras is going to come home. The runner behind him, he'll score 2. 8-1 Brewers, and Caleb Durbin joins in on the party. That's now 9 hits in 1 1/3 of an inning. They have just busted this thing wide open. And Craig Counsell takes off his hat, scratches his head, and says to himself, what can I do against my former team? Crazy. Prediction for today, says RB. RB, here's what's going to happen, okay? This is what's going to happen. Shohei Ohtani is going to go out there. He's going to look good during the first couple of innings, okay? And by first couple of innings, I mean first 5 innings. It's going to be a slow start. Once they get to that 6th inning, the Phillies will pour it on. They're not going to lose this game. I woke up today at a different mindset because this is just what the Phillies do to me sometimes. They do. Oh, but JJ, you said yesterday that they weren't going to win today. That is correct. I did say that to some people in person. The ball is 1 strike, and the next pitch, that's taken down for a ball. However, with the comments that I heard from Shohei Ohtani, with the fans, and just watching these players, okay, and going back and watching film and listening to the interviews that were played yesterday on the radio, I just have my gut's telling me that they're going to find a way to win this game today. If they don't win today, tomorrow's a must-win game. Monday is a must-win game. Excuse me. But I think that they'll get it done. It's not going to be pretty. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The next pitch, there's a ground ball hit over to first base, knocked down by the first baseman. He picks it up, and he'll take it to the bag for out number 2. But Michael Busch did pick that thing up. Spoke says, I'm going to go 8-0 Phillies today. Ooh, wow. You think that they take Ohtani out of the game early? Well, they could score 8 runs, and it could be like in the 6th or the 7th, and they could just attack the bullpen. Or they could get like, maybe they get like 1 or 2 off of Ohtani, and then once the bullpen comes in, here comes another 6 runs. Okay, so it's not like that they're just going to put up 8 against Ohtani. It's just the 2nd inning. I wonder where it ends if they are on fire. I don't know. Should there be a mercy rule? The 1-0 pitch, that's up high for ball 2. There's RB's NFL channel as well. Pastor J, I remember the Dodgers pulled Ohtani in the 6th inning and the Phillies awake and then started hammering on the Dodgers. Yes, that is correct. Dodgers will implode, JJ. The pen will implode. Valhalla's going to lose his mind. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0 pitch, that's outside for ball 3. If we can just get to that bullpen, GG. GG. 3 balls, no strikes. Bottom of the 2nd. Again, runners on at 2nd and 3rd. A 6-run bottom of the 1st and a 2-run bottom of the 2nd. 3-0 pitch. That misses outside for ball 4. They are just trying to squeeze the lemon out of Michael Soroka. And tell you what, Craig Counsell is going to go out there and he's going to make his 2nd pitching change of the ball game. So Soroka doesn't even last more than 2 innings. He actually goes 1 inning in total. Gives up 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. And that's going to be it for him. 8-1 is the deficit, and we have a brand new pitcher coming on in for Chicago. I'll tell you more about it when they return from break. Just her stats, says RB. Harper has hit a homer every time the game after having a child. Give me a Harper 3-run home run today. Okay, picture this, RB. Picture this. Trey Turner, okay. First of all, top of the 1st. Ohtani comes up, faces Christopher Sanchez. Sanchez strikes him out. Sanchez then strikes out Mookie Betts. Freddie Freeman comes up. He hits a fly ball out to right field. To right center field. Harrison Bader slams into the wall and makes the catch there. We go to the bottom of the 1st. Trey Turner, infield single. Kyle Schwarber gets on. You think maybe he's going to homer, but he works the pitch count, gets on with a walk. Bryce Harper comes up. First pitch. Fastball down the middle, and he yanks that thing 450 feet. I mean, if that happens, that crowd at Citizens Bank Park is going to become a rock concert. Just imagine the vibes after he hits that thing and you just hear the crack of the bat. I'm ready to go. Let's go. I'm all fired up now. I just put that vivid imagery in my head. Oh my gosh. Oh man, my juices are flowing. I can't wait. I can't wait, baby. I'm just putting this stuff in my head. I know. Aaron Chevelle is going to go out there to pitch for the Chicago Cubs, a former Guardian. Obviously, spent the beginning part of his season with the White Sox. Bases loaded, bottom of the second. Up now is Jackson Chourio for his third time today. He's 2 for 2. And he takes a pitch that's called a strike on the outside corner. Andrew says Dodgers in 5. It's going to be a good series, my friend. No balls, 1 strike. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock on the 0-1, and that's outside for a ball. I think you're right. I think first once or through the batting order, they will figure out Ohtani. Yeah, from a realistic perspective, that's how I think it's going to go. But oh my gosh, if what I just said, that whole sequence of the top of the first, bottom of the first, if that happens, I mean, I think everybody that's a Philly fan will be on board for that. I do. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bases loaded, bottom of the second. We've already played an hour in this baseball game. 1-2 pitch. That misses just outside for ball 2. I'm about to run through a brick wall, says RB. Let's go! Let's flipping go! 2 balls, 2 strikes. The late kick and the next pitch. There's a ground ball. Diving stop by Shaw. He gets up, throws it over to first. Chourio beats out the throw. The Brewers pour it on, 9-1. And now it's a game of musical chairs. Vaughn scores. Contreras heads over to third. Contreras, Yelich stops at second. And Vaughn is over at first. I'll tell you one thing. Whether it's right or wrong, guys, another reason why I'm happy that we did this game earlier today is because now this gets me a little bit more confidence because, the Phillies had a lot of time off and they have the bye. How is so Milwaukee puts up 9 runs. Didn't they have a bye too? 9 runs in 1 2/3 of an inning. So this makes me feel better. That sounds weird. I know. Because obviously this Phillies offense is so streaky. I get it. But it can be done. It doesn't matter that they had that amount of time off. They've put up 9 runs in 1 2/3 of an inning. Insane. Jackson Chourio is 3 for 3 in his first 2 innings with a run and 3 RBI. Bryce Terang is now up at the plate and the pitch that's taken inside for a ball. Isaac Collins just came on in for Jackson Chourio, though. Uh-oh. Chourio is out of the game. Oh, man, that's not good. Collins just came on in. I don't know what happened there. Terang is up, and the 1-0 pitch is down and in for ball 2. So again, Collins just came on in the pinch run for Jackson Chourio. Let's go. Let's go. Bill is here. Yankees are going to go off on the Blue Jays in the first inning. Maybe it's a blowout Saturday in the playoffs. I don't know. Maybe. That's possibly could be like that. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch. That's in there for strike 2. Trying to see what happened to Jackson there. Give you an update once I find out. Two balls, 2 strikes. Hopefully it's not a hamstring issue. I can't assume. 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss, and the inning is finally over. 6 runs in the first, 3 runs in the second, and the Brewers lead it 9-1 as they go to the 3rd inning. So again, he comes out of the game. Still waiting to see an update. Jackson Chourio is the first player, according to Sarah Langs, to have 3 hits in the first 2 innings of a postseason game. And obviously he can't return now. And we are hoping that he's okay. And we'll find out what happened once we get more info about that. But still, it's only the 2nd inning. So did Seattle and the Toronto Blue Jays. Which series do you guys think will be the best series to watch? I'm not being biased here when I say this. I think that there's a reason why the Dodgers-Phillies is... I feel like from just a non-biased perspective, Phillies-Dodgers is everything that you want. Look at the talent on both sides, guys. The talent is there. You got so many storylines in that series. You got history between the both of these teams in that series. And look, we can go back to 08. We can go back to 09. We can even go earlier than that. We can. These teams definitely have tensions, and they played each other not too long ago. The Dodgers are going to look for some redemption, of course. The Phillies have Walker Buehler. Walker Buehler, former Dodger. And there's a lot of things. There's so many headlines, so many storylines. Again, guys, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the bell icon, too. And that way you will know when we do go live for playoff games and, of course, for the Phillies as well. I think the more times they go to October, they have more to wait every time. And in the regular season, we saw Schwarber hitting homers like clockwork. And the rest of the team, they won 96 games. Yeah. Why can't the Phillies do it? The expectation for this team is to make it to the World Series and win it. That's what the expectation has been, and that's what it still should be. Dodgers, their expectation is to win the World Series too. As a matter of fact, a lot of people have said Phillies-Dodgers should be the World Series because those are arguably the 2 best teams in baseball. Now, I would say that the Brewers have had the best team in baseball this year, but from a talent perspective, from 1 through 9, that Dodgers lineup is scary. Also, the starting rotation is one of the best in the league. The Brewers have a very good rotation, too. 2 balls, 1 strike. Matt Shaw is up. And the 2-1 pitch. That's a foul ball. That one goes out of play. Of 162, I mean. No, I got you. I got you. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the top of the third. An 8-run deficit for the Cubs. The 2-2 on the way. Check swing. Did he go? He did not, says the first base umpire. It's now 3 balls, 2 strikes. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. We are 34 subscribers away from 7,700, guys. There is nothing like playoff baseball. I love playoff basketball. I really love playoff hockey. And I really, really love playoff football. And look, I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth because I did say before playoff hockey is my favorite. Playoff hockey is awesome. I can't really debate that now that I backtrack. But I will tell you this. There's something magical about watching playoff baseball pitch by pitch. There is something glorious about it. The sounds of the game are different. The heated tensions, the rivalries, the chess moves, just the atmosphere. Even the way that the game is called, the conductor, it's a little bit different. Because there's more things that get involved. You got more percussion. You got more, you know, some more vibrato. And I'm using like music terms here, but really, it's just an intense atmosphere. There's a lot of drama. So a leadoff walk to start off the top of the third. Here's the first pitch. That's taken for a ball. They're the first team in MLB history with 9 runs in their first 2 innings. The pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards right center field. That ball's going to be caught by Perkins for out number 1. Again, Isaac Collins did just come on in to replace Jackson Churio after he beat out an infield single. So he's now out in left field. Still haven't listed what the injury is. One out, top of the third. The pitch is in there for a strike, and no throw made back over to first. Ballboy's here. What do you think about Yelich? I guess since his back injury, he is a bit silent. I don't know how to explain what I mean, but he needs to be more aggressive. The ball is 1 strike, and the next pitch is Nats outside for a ball. I think Christian Yelich will be okay. You'd like to see him do more damage and the power to come. I think it'll come. I do. I think he has to be more aggressive in the counts. But what's nice is that he doesn't have to do it all. He has a very good supporting cast. There's no doubt about it. 2-1 pitch. That's a foul ball. He doesn't have to be his MVP self. But what he does have to do is he has to be, even if he's going through a slump, he needs to still find ways to work up that pitch count. You don't always necessarily need a home run. Sometimes if you put up a 10-pitch at-bat, you're being productive that way because you're getting the pitcher tired. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch, and there's a swing and a miss. And there is out number 2. I know that he's been dealing with those back issues, but I do have a gut feeling that he will find his power. But even if he doesn't, he can still impact games. Two outs, top of the third. Kyle Tucker is up. He has white batting gloves on, and the pitch is fouled back towards the screen. Let's go, Bill. Thanks so much for stopping on by. Feels like that we are at the end of the game, but we are just in the third inning. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the 0-1 offering, and that's a foul ball. Freddy Peralta. Ranked first in wins this year, second in opponent batting average, third in NL ERA as well. Here's the 0-2. That is outside and taken for ball 1. It's 3:20 p.m. Eastern time. It's already a 9-1 ball game. Milwaukee has an 8-run lead. We'll catch you up in during a break. 1-2 pitch. That misses inside for ball 2. Again, once that clock does hit 5:20, I am out of here. And then we'll be getting ready to go on for the Phillies game. The Phillies do play at 6:38, but we are doing an extensive pregame show. We'll be taking phone calls. We'll be doing the same for postgame as well. 2-2 pitch. That misses outside for ball 3. So if you guys want to call in, the number is 610-314-0844. You can either leave a text message, you can leave a voicemail message if you guys can't join for the pregame show, or you can obviously call live during the pregame show. 3 balls, 2 strikes. There's 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Tucker in the box. Peralta gets set and deals, and the pitch is just fouled off. That curveball was heading outside, but Tucker got a piece of it and stays alive. Travis. Pew. Give me a little knuckle touch, man. Pew. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch on the way. That misses outside, and that'll put runners on at first and second base in the 3rd inning. And the Cubs have 2 base runners on. Let's go. Charge! Pitch on the way. There's a foul ball. Bill says I'm a Yankees fan. I just go to support other streamers and give their fans. hey, man. You know, he also does support the channel. Bill, I really appreciate you, man. Salute to you. You're absolutely awesome. Please go tell Max I said hi. Actually, after our Phillies game, after this game is done, we do have a redirect over to Max Coverage TV. We do. So if you guys want to stay on to listen to the rest of that Yankees game, you most certainly can. No balls, 2 strikes. That is to Seiya Suzuki. Suzuki today 0 for 1. Peralta 49 pitches. 0-2 on the way, and a caught strike 3 on the inside corner. Got him looking at a curveball. The bottom of the 3rd is coming on up. It's a 9-1 Brewers advantage. Going to take a step off. We'll be right back. Hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel too. BRB. We're in game 1 of the NLDS, and the Brewers have a 9-1 lead already as we go to the bottom of the third. Aaron Chevelle is out there to pitch against William Contreras. First pitch was taken for a ball. There's the 1-0 delivery. That's a cutter taken right down the middle for strike one at 90 miles per hour. 9 runs on 10 hits for the Milwaukee Brewers. They have not hit a home run either. The pitch on the way. There's a ground ball hit over to third base. Shaw has it, picks it up, throws it over to first. And that is in time for the first out of the third. Comes Christian Yelich, who takes a cutter down for a ball. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch. That is taken for a strike. One ball, one strike. And the next pitch, that's a foul ball. That one goes out of play. What's your source, my friend? I haven't heard a report about it. Did you just hear it on TV? Pat Murphy on Churio's hamstring injury. Okay. They just talked about it. 1-2 pitch. That ball is hit towards the tarp. It's a foul ball. Murphy just indicated it's the same hamstring for Churio, and they're worried about it. Doesn't seem like it's precautionary with a big lead. Said that he hurt the same hamstring on his run to first, and that they're worried. Probably safe to say we won't see him for the rest of the series is Matthew S. Collins and Bowers are going to have to step up big time, Matthew S. says. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The next pitch grounded over towards the right side. And the second baseman picks it up, throws it on over to first. That's in time for the second out of the inning. So 19 pitches for Aaron Chevelle. And he gets the first 2 outs recorded. Everybody in the lineup has a hit. Every starter has a hit for the Brewers, except for Joey Ortiz and Sal Frelick. Joey is actually the only one who has not gotten on base, I believe. That's a lie, actually. He has gotten on base. So everybody has gotten on base for Milwaukee because, again, Ortiz did walk twice. 2 outs, bottom of the third. No balls, 1 strike to Andrew Vaughn. Aaron Chevelle pitching in the 0-1. This ball is lifted out over towards right field. It'll stay in the ballpark, though. Suzuki backpedals, and he'll make the catch right in front of the warning track. It is now time to go to the top of the 4th inning. 9-1 Brewers. Okay. Let's take the hat off. I didn't really talk about this, but what I also really love about the playoffs, especially for baseball playoffs to me are like, it's like watching a TV series, right? Like, you're watching it, and there's always a new storyline that comes on in, especially as we're watching. Now, we can talk, obviously, during... I don't know if you guys have friends, or, like, if you watch, like, a TV show with somebody, if somebody talks, like, during the TV show, for some people, like, that bugs people, you know, or, like, when you're watching a movie or something, and someone's talking during the movie. It depends on, like, what it is, but I know that some people don't like that. But with this, what's cool is that a lot of people do talk. I mean, some people actually do know, not to get a little bit sidetracked here. Now I'm just yapping, but some people actually have to, like, mute the TV, and they are silent, just watching every play, watching every pitch. But the whole point that I'm trying to make is that there's something that adds to the story. There are different mini storylines that unfold as the story unfolds. And that part, I think, is so cool with baseball, because there are just so many different narratives that go around, especially as the game unfolds. So, like, for example, the Brewers today, now one of the headlines is going to be, how's Jackson Churrio's hamstring? For the Cubs, one of their storylines is going to be, why didn't Soroka and why didn't Boyd get it done? How will the Cubs bounce back throughout the rest of this game? Will they show fight? Are they going to lay out there and die? You know, there's just there's so many things that I'm sure are entering into people's heads, and I really like that about baseball. Ian Happ is up at the plate. The switch hitter, batting on the left side, takes the first pitch down and in for a ball. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That is called a strike, according to the umpire that hit the outside corner. Freddy Peralta today, 3 innings, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts for him. Oof. Here's the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a miss there. And now the count is 1-2. Three seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. That's now 6 strikeouts for Freddy Peralta. 1 away, top of the 4th. Ten seconds left on the pitch clock. An 8-run lead for the Brewers. There's a fastball at 97 taken for ball 1 outside to Carson Kelly. He had 17 homers on the season and 50 RBI. And he kicks Peralta, that is, and fires. And Peralta's 1-0 is down for ball 2. The 2-0 pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards straightaway center, but not deep at all, as Perkins will indeed make the catch for the second out of the inning. Later today, we got Yankees taking on the Toronto Blue Jays. That game will be at 4:08 p.m. Eastern Time. Got the Dodgers, of course, playing the Phillies at 6:38. And then Tigers and Mariners are on at 8:38. Here's Armstrong's pitch. And Pete fouls it off. In the last series, Pete just went 3 for 10. He did go 3 for 4, though, on Thursday. Had an RBI and Struck out once. 0-1 pitch. That ball was skied over towards the first base side. Vaughn gets under it. He'll make the catch. Inning over. Side retired. And we're going to go to the bottom of the fourth. I'm going to take another step off. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. We're back for the bottom of the fourth. Aaron Chevelle is back out there. The ball is one strike to Sal Frelick. And the pitch, and he punches this one out to right field. That'll get down for a base hit off the end of the bat by Sal. And that is hit number 11 for the Milwaukee Brewers. 9-1 Brew Crew in the bottom of the fourth inning. I'm looking forward to that Tigers-Mariners matchup. You got Troy Melton pitching along with George Kirby. I think that'll be a good series. The ball is one strike. Here in the bottom of the fourth to Caleb Durbin, who's 1 for 2 with a 2-run single. Chevelle gets set and deals. And throws a curveball that catches the outside edge for strike 2. Again, this is the first time that the Brewers are meeting with the Cubs in the playoffs. The ball is 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 on the way. There's a fly ball hit out over towards left center field. That ball's going back over towards the track. Crow Armstrong just has enough room. He'll make the catch right by the letters. And there's out number 1. Things sort of carried a little bit towards the end, and Pete turned over that shoulder. Was able to just make the catch there. Almost slipped, too. He's okay. One gone, bottom of the fourth. The pitch. That is a strike. It's a curveball thrown to Blake Perkins. The rivalry is also sometimes known as the I-94 rivalry because the two ballparks are located only 83 miles apart from Interstate 94. It's like when the Phillies play the Mets, obviously it's same thing. I-95, though. It's funny. The ball is 2 strikes. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Perkins takes the next pitch up high for a ball. These two teams have met a total of 456 times. The Brewers have won 230 games. And the Cubs have won 226. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the next pitch on the way, strike 3 called. Chevelle gets the strikeout. There's out number 2. Savali on the mound for the Chicago Cubs. Here's the 1-0 pitch. There's a fly ball. This one's hit out over towards right field. Drifting back is Suzuki on the track, and he will make the catch. You can see his footprints out there as out number 3 is made. We're going to go to the 5th. 9-1 Brewers against the Chicago Cubs. So it's Aaron Savali. Emphasis on the second syllable, which makes a va sound. How many Aarons in baseball can you think of? Anybody? Aaron Hill? Aaron Judge? Aaron Boone? I feel like Aaron is a very popular baseball name. You got Hank Aaron, Aaron Rowand. Yeah. There's a lot. Henry Aaron. Aaron Savali. How many can you think of? Aaron Nola. There we go. There's another Aaron. Like that one. Aaron Nola's a good one. Aaron has the name. Yep, Nola. Nola's a very good one. I like that one. It's a very popular name. Did I say Aaron Hill? Aaron Hill, he was a second baseman for the Toronto Blue Jays. If you guys remember that. Ballboy says, I hope that the Phillies will make it. My guess is 3-2 win over the Dodgers. It's going to be a tough series, man. It is. I want to see what Google has to say. Other baseball names with Aaron. Aaron Hicks. That's another one. Tommy Aaron. Tommy Aaron, yep. Can't forget about that. I guess that those are all the Aarons. Aaron Ashby. He still is pitching. He's a left-handed pitcher for the Milwaukee Brewers. All right, well, that's done with that game. Dansby Swanson is coming up. Peralta kicks, deals, and the pitch is up high and inside for ball one. Remember former Philly Aaron Altair? Could have said him. 1-0 pitch. That ball was popped up over towards the third base side in foul territory. Caleb Durbin gives it a look, and that is a foul ball. Best Buy just sent me a text message. 4K TVs are $69.99. They want me to take a look at these TV deals before they are gone. Aaron Rodgers. That's right. That's a different sport, but I'll count it. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. There's a swing and a miss. Otto is here. What's up, man? One ball, 2 strikes to Dansby Swanson. Freddy Peralta comes set and delivers. And that is down and away for ball 2. Oh, 9-1. This isn't even a game, says Hoagie. Doesn't mean that it can't be. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch. There's a swing and a miss. And there's out number 1. Hoagie, name me an Aaron. An Aaron that's played baseball that we haven't named yet. We said Aaron Judge. We said Aaron Nola. We said Aaron Altair. We said Hank Aaron, Henry Aaron, Tommy Aaron. Henry Aaron is Hank Aaron. You're right. You're right. But still, both are acceptable. It's technically correct. 1 ball, no strikes. Aaron Bummer. I just thought of another one. Aaron Bummer's a pitcher. Aaron Savali. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out, top of the 5th. The 2-0 pitch, that is taken outside for ball 3. Otto, I literally just brought that up at the very beginning of this. I brought it up at the very beginning of the 2nd inning. I think it was the very beginning. We were just having this conversation. 3 balls, no strikes. The 3-0 pitch, that is outside for ball 4. So 1 out in the top of the 5th. And a walk. JJ, did you play baseball in your youth? I helped out with a special needs organization called Challenger Baseball. I helped out with them. I also I played with them, so that was pretty cool. I also was a part of Special Olympics as well when I was in high school, but that was for softball, so that was cool. Oh no, you don't have to apologize. I just said that we just had this conversation before, which is kind of funny that you bring that up. The ball is 1 strike, and the pitch. And that's a low for a ball. Freddy Peralta on the hill. Michael Bush in the box. But yeah, you're absolutely right, Otto. That's another reason why I feel better now about this Phillies game. 1 ball, 1 strike. The next pitch, and that is a foul ball. Again, we're going on for an extended pregame show, guys. I put it in my announcements. I know that the game starts at 6:38, But we are starting our countdown at 5:45, and we will be on from 6 until 6:25, 6:30-ish for a pregame show, and you guys can call on in. I want to hear what you guys have to say. We're going to be taking phone calls during postgame as well. But I do want to give you guys a chance to voice your own opinions, okay? Because I feel like all your opinions matter from both sides. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the top of the 5th. It's 9-1 Milwaukee. Peralta, 72 pitches. Michael Busch is up. He homered in the first to lead off the series. The 2-2 pitch. That misses outside for ball 3. Aaron from Key and Peele Comedy Skit. You know, I was just thinking about Key and Peele yesterday. I was. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And there is out number 2. I was just watching High on Hypotenuse again. The Hypotenuse skit. Making a huge pot of meatballs for meatball subs for the game tonight. Let's go! 2 outs, top of the 5th. The pitch. Swing and a miss. No balls, 1 strike. Peralta gets set at the belt and delivers. Next pitch, did he go? He did not. What do you think? Should I buy this TV from Best Buy? They won't stop sending me messages about their deals. 1-1 pitch. Foul ball. They really want me to take a look. They've sent me like 2 or 3 text messages. Their 4K TV is as low as $69.99. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of the 5th. A runner on over at first. 2 away. And the 1-2 is up high for ball 2. Not really in the market of looking for a new TV. But they definitely want me to be. Two-two pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And so we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's 9-1 Milwaukee. Tell YouTube the commercial spots which rudely interrupt your stream with obnoxious music guarantees I would never be a customer of that advertiser. JS, there's nothing I can do about it. It's just the platform. I've tried reaching out to customer service about those things. There's just nothing that I can do, unfortunately. So I'm sorry that has ruined your experience, and I do apologize. There's just nothing on my end that I can do about that. That is something that is out of my control, and yeah, there's nothing I can do about it. So I know that that's the second time that you've complained about it today. Solvable says, save for a new desktop. This will change your broadcasting experience. It's worth it. Oh, I was joking about the TV. I was totally joking about the TV. Heck no. I'm not in the market for buying a new TV. But in all seriousness, the desktop, yeah, oh, absolutely. That's something that we'll probably invest in soon. On a more serious note. Just like Tinder just sent me a notification. Why aren't you on the app right now? Well, Tinder, I'm sorry. I am currently doing something at the moment. I'm a little bit busy right now. But to them, they don't care. Next thing you know, Bumble's now going to get on me. All right, it's a 9-1 ball game as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Brewers up by 8. They put up 5 runs, or 6 runs, I should say, in the bottom of the first. They were originally down 1-0. Michael Busch had a leadoff home run off of Freddy Peralta. That's the only run that he's given up. Peralta, since then, 9 strikeouts, only 1 hit allowed, and 5 innings of work. So he has 2 hits allowed today. He has also walked 3 batters. The Cubs had Matthew Boyd starting, gave up 2 earned runs, didn't even last an inning. Gave up 4 hits, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. So, 5 earned runs today allowed by the Cubs pitching staff. And tell you what, the errors definitely have not helped Chicago, for sure. It was just 1 error, but still, that it really extended the inning. Bottom of the 5th and the pitch, and that's taken for a strike. Also, Jackson Chourio, another storyline in this game is that Jackson Chourio was 3 for 3 in the first 2 innings, and then he ended up leaving the game after he tried to beat out a throw over at first. And he did beat out the throw, but it's a hamstring injury. That's what they're calling it. The ball is 1 strike. Aaron Savali kicks and fires, and the next pitch is down for ball 2. That's why Isaac Collins is in the ball game now, in for the injured Jackson Chourio. The 2-1 offering, and that curveball dances in the zone for strike 2, right down the middle. I've had good luck with Best Buy Insignia brand, using a Best Buy 43-inch TV as my monitor right now. That's cool. 2-2 pitch on the way. Strike 3 called. And there's out number 1 in the bottom of the 5th, a backwards K. Insignia is great. Yep, I have Insignia. Used to have 2 of them, lasted over 10 years until we moved out. I have a little small TV. That's an Insignia TV monitor. I have it right here. It's nice. The quality's really good. The pitch. There's a foul ball. Chourio had 3 RBI. Terang has 1. Contreras has 1. Durbin has 2. And Perkins has 1 as well. 1 ball, 1 strike. In the bottom of the 5th, here's Bryce Terang, who's 1 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI as well. Actually got the first run on the board for Milwaukee. It was an RBI double. The windup, the leg kick, and the pitch. That's a curveball that catches the outside edge for strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. And here's the next pitch. And Savali misses the zone. 3-2 is the count. Charles says, are we ready for this, JJ? Ready for what? 3-2 pitch. Line drive, base it out to left field. I don't know what you're talking about. An opposite field single with 1 out. It's hard to believe we're 2.5 hours away, man. Just joking. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm tired of the conversation of the what ifs, right? I just want to see it. I just have to see it. Okay, we do this with football all the time. Well, the Broncos' defense has been really good this year. I'm so tired of all the same conversations that we've had during the week. I just want them to play. Same thing with the Phillies. It's the same exact thing. Let's just see what they do on the field. Give me the content. 1-0 pitch. There's a line drive foul ball. But, of course, we're going to do the same thing tonight during pregame show. So I say that, and I'm judging myself, but I'm just ready. I'm ready for this game. Give me first pitch right now. I will stop doing this Brewers game and just head on over to doing the Phillies. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the 5th. And the pitch. There's a ground ball hit over to third base. The throw to second, there's 1. The throw to first, there's 2. And an inning-ending double play is what'll bring us to the top of the 6th inning. 9-1 Milwaukee as they go to the 6th. Bud is here. What's going on, man? Phew. Isn't Insignia actually Vizio made? I don't know, but Best Buy changes their name to make it theirs. I have no clue. I'm not a computer slash monitor. I can't think of the right word. I was gonna say nerd, but I don't like that. Genius. Just saw Dodgers will have Kershaw in the bullpen versus the Phillies is Herman. Yeah, they talked about doing that. It doesn't really surprise me. Look, their bullpen is bad. Their bullpen is not good. So, what do you expect? I mean, they're desperate. Roki Sasaki is pretty much their closer now. Emmett Sheehan is now in the bullpen. So, they're just trying to experiment with different things. Can't say I blame them. They got to be creative. We were talking about during the very beginning of the season how, some of us wanted Ranger to come out of the bullpen and be the closer. I don't know if you guys remember having those conversations once upon a time, but I certainly do remember those when we had Wheeler and then we had Abel and Painter, and people were like, well, the Phillies have a good problem here. What did they do? And this was way before the deadline. We said to ourselves, well, maybe try to put Abel in the bullpen. Maybe have Abel be a starter, put Aaron Nola in the bullpen. And it became a whole debate topic for like a whole month just because we didn't like Romano. Romano was doing no good for the Phillies. He was doing no favors. Jose Alvarado got suspended. And so the Dodgers are pretty much doing what we said, what we said probably should have been done during that time, but now they're doing it for the playoffs. Are we doing the same with Nola, or is he starting? The Phillies have not announced yet if he's going to start or not. I assume he's not going to be in the rotation. I have no clue. 80 watching now and 56 likes. Update the page, my friend. Update that page. We have more likes than that. I know that for a fact. Last time I checked, we were up to 73. Romano was a dud, and I could not bear to witness. We're at 79 likes. Actually, we just reached 80. Kyle Tucker is in the box. But thank you for your work, my friend. The pitch. Nats taken down for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes in the top of the 6th. There's 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 1-0 pitch. That's a foul ball. Let me ask you this. Tell me something positive that the Phillies have, besides a bullpen, that the Phillies have that the Dodgers don't. What's something that the Phillies have that the Dodgers don't that gives them an advantage? 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch, and there's a swing and a miss. To me, it's easy. I know that people will say, oh, well, that home crowd, people weren't really intimidated when they played against the Diamondbacks or the Mets last year, and they lost those 2 home games. I disagree. The 2-2 pitch, and that was flied out over towards left, and that's going to be caught for out number 1. I think that the home crowd is something that the Phillies do have to their advantage because there is nothing like going to that ballpark and just being in that type of an atmosphere. It is just different than other atmospheres. I know that people say that all the time. Those people are correct. It's not Yankee Stadium. It's not Dodger Stadium. They are loud there. And I think that would actually help the Phillies. And I don't think that the Dodgers have. I think the Phillies have an advantage there. 1 ball, 1 strike. I was going to say rallying around an injury like the 2018 Birds. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch, and that is inside for ball 2. Yes, I agree with that, but I also feel like if we want to talk about rallying, the Dodgers, I don't think it's a coincidence that the Dodgers have played better ever since Clayton Kershaw announced that he was retiring. I feel like ever since he announced that, I don't have the stats in front of me, but they have won a lot of games. So that's something that they've sort of come together on. So I think that they have that to their advantage. I think both teams have that to their advantage. But rallying around an injury, it's a different purpose than just rallying around somebody that's retiring. But it still gives both teams momentum. Next pitch is grounded over to third, backhanded by Vaughn. The throw over to first, that's in time. Durbin had the backhand and threw it on over to Vaughn. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell icons too, and that way you will know when we do go live. 2 outs, top of the 6th, then the pitch. Swing and a miss. Then we have Stubbs. Yeah, that's true. That's true. The ball is 1 strike. Peralta kicks, fires, and the pitch that's in there for strike 2. The ball is 2 strikes to Ian Happ. Peralta is on the mound. The 0-2 pitch on the way. That's going to be taken low for a ball. One ball, 2 strikes to Ian Happ, batting on the left side. The 1-2 pitch, there's a fly ball hit out over towards deep center field. That ball is going back and looking up, it's gone. So Freddy Peralta gives up his 2nd bomb of the day. Happ did stop at second, and he was like, that's a home run, right? And the umpire confirmed, yes it is. It's now 9-2, Milwaukee. Stubbs and Bader make for immaculate vibes. I think that the rest of the team feeds off of that. I actually thought, I was listening to WIP yesterday, and we're gonna, I need to save some of this stuff for when we do our pregame show. I'm not gonna spill out everything. I'm not. I gotta save some of these ideas, because then it'll be fresh, and I don't want to give everything out. So I gotta do it in spots. We're in the top of the 6th. That's 1 ball, no strikes, and the 1-0 pitch, and that is a foul ball. I will talk about that during my pregame show, because I thought that was interesting what I heard on WIP yesterday. Carson Kelly 0 for 2 with a strikeout and the flyout. Peralta comes set and delivers, and there's a line drive base it out to center field. And so Perkins will play it on a hop, and Kelly gets on with a 2-out single. So you're curious now as to how much longer Freddy is going to last. He has 95 pitches. And again, guys, we are going to stop at the very latest, 5:20. Pat Murphy is going to go out there, and, well, right on cue, that's going to be it for Freddy Peralta. And it looks like Aaron Ashby is going to come on in to pitch against Pete Crow Armstrong. They saved the lefty for the lefty. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you have not done so already. Aaron Ashby 5-2 with a 2.16 ERA in 43 games. He has struck out 76 batters in 66 2/3 of an inning. Nine to 2 Brewers. Pete Crow Armstrong is up, and Ashby's first pitch that he throws is a fastball at 99 miles per hour. The crowd has settled down. It's been a little bit more quiet. 1-0 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards shallow left field, and Isaac Collins is there. He'll make the grab. And so we're going to go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's 9-2 Milwaukee. Trying to figure out what was the record, or what is the record for most hits in a playoff game. I typed that in, and Gemini pulls up StatMuse and says the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Dallas Stars are tied for the most hits in a playoff game. That's not the right sport, my friend. It goes back to the 2000 playoffs. I'm going to type in MLB. Now it says the Boston Red Sox, this is according to StatMuse, have collected the most hits by a team in a postseason game. They had 24 hits in Game 4 of the 1999 ALDS versus the Cleveland Indians. In 1999. The Red Sox put up 23 runs that day. And they beat the the Indians at the time 23-7. It's wild. It was they scored in every inning except for the 6th. 23 runs on 24 hits. You know who got the loss that day? Bartolo Colon. Guys, remember Bartolo Colon? 2 runs in the bottom of the first, 5 runs in the second, 3 runs in the third, 5 runs in the fourth, 3 in the fifth, none in the 6th, 3 runs in the 7th, and 2 runs in the 8th. They were the home team that day. That is crazy. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell icons. Bottom of the 6th, 9-2 Milwaukee. And up to bat is Christian Yelich. Takes a pitch outside for ball 1. It's already a 1-0 count. Bartolo Colon. Who remembers Bartolo Colon? Next pitch. Net is taken inside for ball 2. The Yankees at 22. It's in that 2004 19-8 romp over the Bo Sox. That's correct, too. But they didn't have but that's not the most. But yes, you are correct. 2-0 pitch. That's fouled off the foot of Christian Yelich. Wanted to know how many runs Bartolo gave up that day. 2-1 pitch to Yelich. There's a fly ball hit out over towards deep center field. Crow Armstrong goes back towards the track. He just has enough room, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. They don't have a box score for that day. That's too bad. Here's the pitch. There's another fly ball hit out over towards right center field. PCA gets under it. He'll make the catch for out number 2. In the bottom of the 6th. Two gone, and the pitch. That's up high for a ball. Left field is 342 feet. Left center is 371. These are the dimensions of the field. Center field is 400. Right center is 374. And right field is 337. Next pitch, that's a foul ball. I believe that they have closed the roof, but I do see the sun. I could be wrong. Savali gets set. This time it's just above the belt. But before he throws a pitch, looks like we'll have a timeout here. Matthew Boyd today only went 2/3 of an inning. Gave up a total of 4 hits. James Williams with the sub. I had a friend named James Williams from high school. What's up, James? Hopefully you're doing well, my guy. O2 pitch. That's going to bounce in the dirt for a ball. The last time that Boyd only went 2 innings was in the postseason of last year. That was against the Tigers. Only allowed 1 hit, 1 walk, and he struck out 5. He came out of the bullpen. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That ball is flat out over to left. Happ is there. He'll make the catch. And so we're going to go to the top of the 7th inning. It's 9-2, Milwaukee. The last time that he went 2/3 of an inning, it was against the Texas Rangers back in 2023. Only gave up 1 hit, and it was on a solo home run. Did strike out the 2 batters that he did face. Boyd actually had left elbow discomfort in that game. JJ, I couldn't find a full box score, but it says he pitched 1 inning and he had a 63 ERA. So that's 7 runs, right? Yes, because 9 into 63 is 7. Yep, so that's correct. That is correct. Good job, my friend. For Bartolo Colon. What a legend, Bartolo Colon. What an absolute great player he was. He's 52 years old. You know, I gotta tell you, he may have actually had the best baseball nickname. He may have. He may have. I'm not saying that he did, but he may have had the best. It's a very good one. Just thought about that now. This man played for so many different teams. The Indians, the Expos, the White Sox, the Angels, the Red Sox. Then he went back to the White Sox, then played with the Yankees, the A's, the Mets, the Braves, the Twins, and ended the season ended his career with the Texas Rangers. Crazy. 4-time All-Star, won the AL Cy Young Award back in 2005, and at the time he was on the Angels. That was the same year that he had the most wins. Colon was the oldest active major league player at the age of 45 and the last to have played for the Montreal Expos. He still holds the most career wins by a Latin American-born pitcher. All right, Aaron Ashby is back out there to pitch in the top of the 7th. And the pitch is taken for a ball to Dansby Swanson. Here's the 1-0. That is a foul ball. Swanson has struck out twice. Therefore, he's 0 for 2. Top of the 7th inning. Ashby kicks and deals, and there's a big swing and a miss. Blue Jays already lead at 1-0 against the Yankees. That game is going to the 2nd inning. Vladdy Guerrero Jr. hit a solo home run. And that was off of Luis Gil. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The windup and the pitch. Strike 3 called, and there's the hat trick. So Swanson not having himself a good day. He will head back over to the dugout. With the 1 gone in the 7th inning. The sun is shining. You could see that it is shining out towards the left field. The ball is 1 strike. Up at the plate is Matt Shaw. The ball is 1 strike. Ashby comes set and fires. And that pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. O2 pitch that's outside. According to Wikipedia, the Cubs were founded in 1870 and are one of 2 remaining NL charter franchises that debuted in 1876. But they've been known as the Chicago Cubs since 1903. 1-2. That's a foul ball. One and two is the count. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. Top of the 7th, 1 away. Ashby is going to take a timeout here, and William Contreras is going to try to get on the same page with him. One and two in the top of the 7th. Gosman's pitching for the Blue Jays. He's already gone 1 1/3. He has struck out a batter. And for the Yankees, it's Luis Gil. 1-2. Fly ball hit out over towards right field. And Sal is there. Drifts towards his right. Waits for it. Makes the catch. And 2 quick outs. Chat's quiet. Guess that the game is, because the game has gotten out of hand, people aren't as interested. The pitch. There's a 99-mile-per-hour fastball that's low and inside for a ball. One a pitch on the way. And that is in there for a strike. Any of you guys ever played like backyard baseball? Like actual baseball with friends or family? 1 ball, 1 strike, or had like a little sand lot or something along those lines? 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Oh, I know. I get it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. But I think that there's still Cubs and Brewers fans on here, too. They're probably thinking to themselves, though, let's just watch. 2-2 pitch. Chopper hit over to second base. And the throw over to first. That's in plenty of time for the 3rd and final out of the inning. We're going to go to the bottom of the 7th. It's 9-2 Milwaukee. It's 7:30 a.m. in Sydney. I haven't slept yet. Dude, that's crazy. Well, you have insomnia. We played with tennis balls and plastic bats every day as kids. Yeah, it was a wiffle ball for me for a little bit. And then it was... See, I was really lucky because I grew up on a cul-de-sac. And my neighbors who were like years and years older than me. They were like in high school when I was in middle school. When I was in elementary school, excuse me. They would have friends that would come on over and they would play baseball and I would want to play with them, and it was kind of cute, you know? They let me in and it was nice. It was actually really cool. Scotty, you staying up for the Phillies game? You're crazy. We all are. Cool J says we played pickleball. Pickleball. You know, I was introduced. So, I know obviously pickleball became popular right around the pandemic time. But I do say this a lot. I did play pickleball when I was in middle school. I mean, it was a sport. I mean, there wasn't a league, like there weren't leagues around, like popular leagues, but I always thought that it was a cool sport. Like it was nice, and I liked how it was, you know, it's like an in-between of tennis and ping pong. There's obviously its own strategy to it, but I had fun playing that in middle school. We're going to go to the bottom of the 7th. But yeah, and by middle school, I mean like played it like 2010. 2010. So that was 10 years before even the pandemic. People are like, well, pickleball wasn't around then. No, it was. Alejandro Kirk will lead things off for the Blue Jays. We're not doing the Blue Jays, though. We're doing the Brewers and the Cubs. The neighbors definitely did not like when we played baseball. One time, one of the tennis balls cracked, or it actually hit a window, and my neighbor was not happy about that. They had to repair the window. It was not an actual baseball, though. It was a tennis ball. I couldn't believe that it still, like, shattered that window. It's crazy. Ben Brown is going to pitch. Former Philly Ben Brown. Hey, they got a former Philly, too. People said, well, do it for Reese. Well, Ben Brown's a former Philly as well, but obviously didn't really get to play with the big league club. Was traded in the David Robertson trade back when they got him in 2022. Bottom of the 7th, 9-2, Milwaukee. Andrew Vaughn is in the box. And the pitch that's in there for a strike. Did them a favor, was a weak window. Oh, she came out and she was yelling at all of us. And little me was like really upset. I was like, I didn't even do anything wrong. And she stayed, or I don't know how I saw her again, but she apologized to me. She said, I didn't mean to yell at you. I was such a little kid at the time. The ball's 2 strikes. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That is down for a ball. That was also there was also a time where like one of the balls hit one of the neighbors' cars. That was funny. I mean, that was memorable for sure. That was actually a baseball. I don't know why they did that then. That was stupid. Next pitch, and there's a called strike 3, and there is out number 1. That was actually stupid. 1 out, bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a miss. Blake Perkins is up at the plate for Milwaukee, facing Ben Brown here with 1 out. The 0-1 is down for a ball. We also used to play kickball. Guys ever play kickball? Kickball was something that we played during a recess in elementary school and also in theater camp. 2 balls, 1 strike. Jared Koenig is warming up in the Brewers bullpen. The 2-1, that is inside for ball 3. I've always wondered, why don't they ever have a professional league for kickball? Or maybe there is one and I just have never heard of it. 3 balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the 7th. 1 out. Brown gets set at the letters. Kicks, deals, and throws a fastball that's in there at the knees for strike 2. Kickball was something. 3-2 pitch. That's a foul ball. So basically, it was just to explain it a little bit. You play it on a baseball field. It's like baseball, except it's literally you kick the ball. So the batter is up at the plate, and they are supposed to run up to the ball, and the pitcher's supposed to bowl the ball right on the dirt, and then you just kick it. And of course, if it's caught, you're out. But if the ball hits you and you're a base runner, you're out that way too. So somebody could actually peg the ball right at you as long as it doesn't hit you on the head. If it hits you right below the head, then you're good. Bottom of the 7th in the pitch. There's a line drive. Base it out to right field. Blake Perkins on his high horse. He'll go on over to second base. And he gets on with a stand-up double in the bottom of the 7th inning with 1 out. Anyone ever play idiot ball? It's a variation of kickball. So fun. Idiot ball? I'll have to look that up. Idiot ball. What's that? Idiot ball. Kickball. I've never heard of that. On ball, no strikes. Ortiz 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Kickball leagues. The 1-0, that's in there for a strike. Kickball Professional League. Let's start a professional league for kickball. It deserves to be a sport. They actually have they do have a World Adult Kickball Association. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch, that's in there for strike 2. It's the largest sanctioning body for the recreational sport of adult kickball. It was actually founded in 1998, and they have 35 leagues. They have leagues in over 35 states, as well as countries such as India. I didn't know that. Huh. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th as Ortiz does strike out. 9-2. In the bottom of the 7th. pitch. It's no balls, one strike. So we played it in school. This is idiot ball. It's based off kickball. We played it in school, kickball, but no out of bounds. You could kick it backwards if you wanted, but there's 3 catchers. You can have more than one person on a base. That's the few rules that I remember. Is it like cricket? Like, yeah. Huh. That's interesting. Next pitch on the way. Strike 3 called. We're going to go to the 8th inning. 9-2 Brewers. They'll be back in just a few moments. Blue Jays now lead it 2-0. Wow, so Luis Gil gives up his 2nd run. How did they get that run? Well, Alejandro Kirk hit a solo homer. That's interesting, huh? Yeah, kickball. We also played in middle school. We had a game called Ultimate Kickball, which is where you had a box full of balls. Okay, you'd have the batting team, and you would have the defensive team. And so you'd have, like, let's just say, like, a gym class. We had 4 different gym classes. So one gym class would play against the other gym class, and the gym class A would be on offense, and B would be on defense. So you'd have the pitcher, and you're basically playing kickball in the gym, but you're rolling out the balls, and everybody lines up. So first kicker gets the first ball, and then he kicks it, and then, you know, you run around the bases. It's first, second, and third, and then it's like the pitcher's throwing the very next pitch to the very next kicker. And so all these balls are flying in the air, but if the defensive team got all the balls back in before everybody sat down on offense, that's when the whole lineup would go through. When if the defensive team got all the balls back in before everybody on offense sat back down, the defensive team would win. But if the offensive team sat down before all the balls were back in, then the offensive team won. Captain Eagle says, I think I did that once. It was very fast. That was a bizarre thing. One person actually got knocked out. Crazy. When we did that. Those balls weren't really soft either. I don't know why we did that in middle school. That was crazy. That would not happen today. Never forget, it was like the first pitch, like somebody comes up and they just hit a bullet and they hit the guy like right in the stomach. And he couldn't pitch anymore. That was crazy. All right, we're going to the top of the 8th inning. It's 9-2 Milwaukee. Up to bat is Nico Horner facing Jared Koenig. And the first pitch is a foul ball. Koenig, 6-1 during the regular season with a 2.86 ERA. 72 games, 66 innings, 68 strikeouts, 20 walks allowed. No balls, 1 strike. Horner in the box. The windup and the pitch. That's a foul ball. Otto says school used to be fun. School used to be, yeah. I mean, it had. For me, it had its ups and its downs, but I did look forward to a gym class when I was in middle school and even in elementary school, for sure. The ball is 2 strikes. I definitely loved kickball in elementary school. Top of the 8th. Also, 4 squares was another really good game. I can go on and on about this. 0-2 pitch. That's a foul ball. Jeremy, what's up, Jeremy? How are you, my friend? Give you a little high five. I had a home run in my backyard playground as a kid. It hit a screen door window and shattered it. We ran away as fast as we could, still got caught, and had to work it off. It was like $20 in the early 80s. $20 to replace a screen door window and shattered it. The windows, I say that because windows are not cheap now. Windows are so expensive. Oh my gosh. 1 ball, 2 strikes, top of the 8th. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-2 pitch, there's a high fly ball hit out to deep left field. Forget about it, it's gone. The 3rd solo homer by Chicago, and that time it's Nico Horner. I'm surprised by how far that thing went. Looks like it was just a fastball down the middle by Koenig, and Horner just made solid contact and blazed it on out of here. The thing went 404 feet. Not as far as Happ's homer, which went 415. Yeah, $20 in the early 80s. That's like unheard of now. One ball, no strikes to Kyle Tucker. And Tucker takes a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kyle Tucker. By the way, he's 0 for 2 with a walk. 22 homers, 73 RBI. The 1-1 pitch. Jack swing, did he go? He did. The pitch was at the knees, but it was called a ball. But on the appeal, they said that he went around. Cubs have power, but solo shots aren't going to help much. You could say that again. That's for sure. 1-2 pitch. Bouncer off the glove of Koenig. It deflects right in front of him, and the throw over to first. He has plenty of time still, and he's able to throw out Kyle Tucker anyways. So there's 1 out in the top of the 8th. Toronto up 2-0 against the Yankees. That game is in the top of the 3rd. Won't be able to cover the Yankees Blue Jays tomorrow afternoon because we got the Eagles game. That'll still be going on. However, at nighttime, at 8 o'clock, we will most certainly do the Mariners and Tigers game. 1-0 pitch. That is a foul ball. That one goes on out of play. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, folks. And turn on the bell icons, too. And in just an hour, we will be starting our countdown timer for our pregame show, so make sure that you stay on for that. Next pitch, and it's now 1 ball, 2 strikes. I think I'm going to sign off around like 5:05. I think that's when we'll call it here. Again, I do apologize, but I want to be on for this Phillies game early tonight, so that way we can do a pregame show and, you know, get some food, take care of what I have to take care of. Phillies are on TBS, right? Yes. They're on TBS tonight. Yes. 2-2 pitch to Suzuki. Fly ball hit out over towards right field. That's going to be caught right on the warning track by Sal Frelick for the 2nd out of the inning. Once we're done, though, we do have a redirect over to Max Coverage TV, who is covering the Yankees Blue Jays game. So we'll go send him all our love and support. That'll be cool. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. 9-3 Milwaukee. The pitch. There's a strike called at the knees. As to Ian Happ. The 0-1. There's a ground ball hit right in front of home plate. And the throw over to first, that's in plenty of time for out number 3. We're going to the bottom of the eighth. 9-3, Milwaukee. Yeah, Milwaukee, not Milwaukee. I was thinking about elementary school recess. Did you guys ever do monkey bars? Or, like, go down the slide? I was a swings guy. I really was. I loved the swings when I was in elementary school. I never, like, went on my belly, though. I was always the type of guy that would just, that would just do it regularly, sitting up, and then just go on the swings that way. But monkey bars, anybody? They got rid of the monkey bars, I believe, when we were going into 6th grade. They got rid of it the year after I left. And then I believe that they brought them back, like, not too long ago. Could be wrong, but monkey bars were definitely interesting. We had a nice big blue slide. I loved that. Otto says swings 100%. Dude, the swings were so awesome. The swings were the best, especially like when you're really young and your feet like don't even touch the ground. It's awesome. Jeremy Sarson says King of the Mountain till it got banned. Yeah. Tag was always such a great game to play on the slides. It really was. But yeah, a lot of people got hurt on the monkey bars, and that's why they got rid of it. I don't know why they brought it back or how they brought it back, but I do remember people were getting hurt on the monkey bars. A lot of trips to the nurse's office. I had one nurse that was I was at this camp when I was in junior when I was in high school. I was a junior and I went to this leadership camp, and we were outside a lot. It was a 3-week camp, and she said to us on the very first day, "Guys, I have one Elmer's glue stick. So if anybody falls apart, I have one Elmer's glue stick that can put you guys back together." There's also the same person who, by the way, I thought it was so cool, had a pig named Floyd. She was a character, man. She was such a character. Shout out to her. Bryce Terang is up. A pig named Floyd. Pig Floyd. The pitch. It's no balls, 1 strike. And the next pitch after that is down for a ball. They came up with lame designs that were deemed to be safer, I believe, says Eagle Otto. Yeah, that's probably what ended up happening. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. I don't even think she liked Pink Floyd, but she named the pig Floyd. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 8th, and the pitch. That's a foul ball. Ben Brown still pitching for the Chicago Cubs. We got 82 likes, 88 people watching. Thank you all so much for rocking with us. 1-2 on the way. Check swing. Did he go? I don't think he did. No, he did not. Brown is the 4th pitcher used today by the Cubs. Two balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And there is out number 1 in the bottom of the 8th inning. There we go. If you have not hit the subscribe button, make sure that you guys do that now. I'm feeling quite old today, and you're making me miss my childhood. Well, The good part about it, Otto, is that winning can cure it all. And in just a few moments, when we go live and we take those phone calls, we're shifting our gear. Two balls, no strikes to William Contreras. The pitch. There's a ground ball. Sliding stop by the shortstop. He gets up, throws it on over to first, and there is out number 2. I was thinking about it too, though. I was just, oh yeah. It's nice to reflect. You know, it's nice to reflect. It makes you realize, of course, like things are different now. But it also makes you appreciate, I don't know, to me, like looking at at those types of memories, it makes me realize like how I became the person that I am today. You know? And it's like, even with just like those little experiences with those things that I remember, like that part played a little part of my life. But there's a piece of the puzzle that's missing if those things didn't happen. You know? 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch. That is outside for ball 3. But yeah, I miss things. But I'm also very happy with what I'm doing now. I'm just really happy that we built this awesome community. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 8th. There's blessings and curses. But this is definitely a blessing. Here's the payoff pitch. That misses high and away for ball 4. And Yelich is still in the box. Now he's taken off his elbow guard. Gives it right over to the bat boy. He'll run back over to the dugout. Now you just got the song We Are Young stuck in my head by Nate Roos. That's a great song. Fun. That was the band. Nate Roos was the lead singer of that. I wonder if he's writing music now. I don't really hear much about him. Bottom of the 8th. And the pitch. That's in there for a strike on the inside corner. To whoever did just sub to my channel, thank you very, very much. We're at 7670 subs. The ball is 1 strike. And the 0-1 is high at 98 miles per hour. That's taken for ball 1. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. And here's the 1-1 pitch. There's a ground ball that's foul towards the first base side. Bowers is pinch hitting. Okay, time to finish cooking. See you guys in about an hour. Not unless I see you first. Oh my gosh, we're 1 hour away from game time. We're technically an hour and a half, guys. I don't mean to prolong it. But hey, glass half full, glass half empty. We're 45 minutes away from starting our pregame show. So, you know, there's definitely that. So once you know that the stream is starting, you know it's business. It's coming. I'm hyped for the Phillies game, says Ball Boy. Me too. This is going to be the most anticipated matchup for sure of this round. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jake Bauers. Brown with his 38th pitch. It's a foul ball. 9 runs for the Brewers. And by the way, they have not scored since the second inning. They have not scored since the second inning. Think about that. Two-two pitch. That's down for ball 3. Game 1 is ours. Thanks so much. Love to all. Yes, sir. We'll get off in about 9 minutes. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 9 minutes. Again, I usually don't like to end the stream early, but I kind of have to. 3-2 pitch. That's taken low for ball 4. And so, a 2-out walk. Mods, I will tell you this, okay? If you do see a spoiler, okay, warn the person once, and if they do it again, we're putting them in that timeout. We're not playing around with spoilers in the playoffs, especially because there's going to be a lot of people on. So if you see somebody posting a spoiler, I do trust you. I do. You know, if they're new to the channel, give them one warning, and give them one warning, and if they do it again, they're done. They're done. Put them in a timeout. 1 ball, no strikes. I do want to make that clear. And I will say it again, obviously, when we come back on stream too, but we're not playing around with that stuff. We ain't horsing around. I know it's a lot because of the bots. I get it. I'm sure we're going to be getting a lot of those too. 1 ball, 1 strike in the bottom of the 8th inning. But I do trust your judgment. One ball, 1 strike. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. The toss back over to first. And that is not in time. Hello, Elizabeth Bastook. I hope I said that correctly. It's my first pregame show today. I want to hear some phone calls. Yep. This is our first pregame show that we've done in a very long time. 1-1 pitch. And the pitch is grounded over towards second base. The throw over to first is in time. And that is going to wrap up the 8th inning. And now we're going to go to the 9th. Last chance for the Chicago Cubs. First warning, then you kick them out. There's the door. That's right. That's right. But if it's somebody, if it's somebody that's been coming on that like makes a mistake, give them the benefit of the doubt, of course, and then just warn them and say, hey, don't do that again. But then, yeah, again, you be the judge. But go a little bit easier on those people. But for those people that are just joining the channel, yeah, we ain't horsing around today. We're coming at them. Pachoo, pachoo. Yes. All right. Another reason why you might be asking, JJ, why are you a little bit monotone right now? Well, I mean, we got to bring that energy for tonight. We do. Okay. Can we talk about where these bots are coming from? Like these MLB Games bots, they have these red heart shaped things. Like, what are they doing? It's so weird. It's so weird. I've never seen anything like it. Like they usually just post links. I don't know. Weird. I really do not want to have to put it in subscribers mode only, but if it is going off like crazy tonight, no offense to anybody, I am going to have to do that. But that's only if it's going off crazy like what the bots did during the NFL Week 1 games. That's right. That's right. All right, we're going to the top of the 9th inning. All right. Okay. Oh, 3 outs to go. There's CBP. Look at that beautiful stadium. Jake Bowers is over at first base for the Brew Crew. And Nick Mears is going to pitch. Carson Kelly is up, and he takes the first pitch that he sees down for a ball. Mears 5-3 with a 3.49 ERA, 63 games, 56 2/3 of an inning. And the 1-0 is grounded foul towards the third base side. One ball, one strike. The next pitch is a foul ball towards the left side. Blue Jays are still up 2-0 against the New York Yankees. And again, after this, we're going to send you off to Max Coverage TV, who's covering that Yankees-Blue Jays game. Give him all the love and the support that he deserves. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and there's one gone in the top of the 9th inning. All right. There's one Brewers fan standing up. Dude, she's so animated. That's what I'm talking about. Those are the types of emotions that you feel just from watching baseball. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And PCA takes a strike on the outside corner at the knees. No balls, one strike to him. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. 610-314-0844 is how you call on in. And again, you can leave a voicemail message if you say to yourself, well, JJ, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it, but I do have thoughts. Well, leave me a voicemail message. I guess the Game 2 will be another one. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I have a little fear of Game 2. Can't imagine that my crew will make it to the championship. No balls, 2 strikes. And here's the 0-2 pitch. There's a bouncer. It's a foul ball. Well, this news about Jackson Chourio, I'm sure that you'll probably hear more about it tomorrow or even today. That's big. He would be a big loss, really. 0-2 pitch and a cold strike, 3 at the knees. And so the Cubs are down to their final out. Rally towels waving out at American Family Fields. And Dansby Swanson is up. I think that they can get it done in this series, for sure. Pitch to Swanson, swing and a miss. That was a fastball down the middle. Hamstring is so bad, I think he's out. Yeah, that does put a dent into things. And Isaac Collins, not saying that he can't step up because he can, but, maybe that does rally them. I don't know. The 0-1, that's a foul ball, but Jackson definitely gives you an extra cushion. But now other guys like Yelich have to step up. Here's the 0-2 to Swanson. That ball's popped up. It's hit out over towards the first base side and foul ground, and it'll go on out of play, and Swanson stays alive. The nice part for them is that they have the off day tomorrow, so that also does help as well. 0-2 pitch. That's down for ball one. After this at-bat is done, we are done. The 1-2 delivery, just a bit outside for ball two. Yelich has to be more hungry. Yeah, now he has to step up. We had this conversation before. I said that he could take, he could try to work up the pitch count, and I still think that the power will come back. But now there is definitely more reliability on him. And other guys too. 2-2 pitch on the way. There's a line drive base hit over towards left field. And so Collins will cut it on off. And Swanson will jog on in over to second base. And he gets on with a 2-out double. All right, this will be my last batter. I originally did say 520, but this will be my last batter. I'm calling it right now. See, now it sounds like I'm playing a video game. And I'll say, okay, this is the final level. And it's like, well, nope. Okay, this is the final level. Cubs need a real manager, Mark the Shark says. Well, I don't know if you would want that to happen, because when you face them, you probably would be like, nah, let him manage. He was your manager, by the way. Don't forget about that. Can't forget about that, my friend. A 2-out double here in the top of the ninth. Ballboy says Murphy is the best. Pat has definitely made a positive impact for sure this year. He's laughing at my Craig Counsell manage. 1 ball, no strikes. This is Bill Stims, I believe, that's up at the plate. That's Ballesteros, excuse me. Couldn't read that text down there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mears gets set above the belt, and the next pitch is down and in for ball 2. Right, maybe he was laughing at my... All right, I said that was done. Nope, we're still doing this. But I'll be done after this. The 2-1 pitch. That ball is fouled, and the Cubs are down to their final strike. The emotes are all ready for tonight, so don't have to worry about that. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch, and that is a foul ball. What do you think Willie Adames is saying, Brewers fans? Two balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch on the way. Bouncer hit over to the first base side. First baseman has it, takes it to the bag. The ball game is over, and the Brewers take Game 1 of the NLDS. That's their second largest postseason win. And again, they put up all 9 runs in the first 2 innings combined. beating. And again, it was just the first 2 innings. They were down 1-0, and they were like, no harm, no done. There we go. How about Jackson Chourio saying, I'm going to go 3 for 3 during the first 2 innings? I know it's like bad for me to bring him up now, but still, I mean, I'm just talking about his production today was really good. But anyhow, all right, that's going to wrap it up for me. I do got to go. All right, I do have to go. I just want to say one last time, okay? We're starting the clock at 5:45. We're starting the timer then. We're going to get on at 6. We're taking phone calls. If you guys want to leave a voicemail message now, you can. I can also play those on the air. I want to do a pregame show, a full production today. We're also doing, obviously, a postgame show. We're bringing those back. We just weren't doing them before because we were doing extra baseball coverage. But now it is all about the Phillies. All about the Fightins, okay? We're not doing the late game tonight. We're just focusing primarily on the Phillies, of course. All right? I will see you all in just a little bit. Go get some dinner. Go do what you got to do. And I will see you back here a little bit later. Okay? Love you all. Lila Tov. Good night. I will see you soon.